So a while back, in fact, 5 months ago, I asked this question in my community post. I said, do you still play Diablo 4? There was 45,000 votes, which is quite a bit, and 68% of those people said no. So here we are 5 months later with Season 4 having the massive itemization rework, and my question that I had for myself is, I wonder how many of those players are coming back. So I put out another poll just yesterday saying, do you think Diablo 4 Season 4 will make you want to play the game again? And I actually thought that not many people were going to say yes, but there was a surprising amount of people. In fact, 56% of people that voted in this said, yeah, they're going to try it. That's a higher number than I thought. And I think part of the reason is because Diablo 4 is in what I would consider a bases are loaded type of situation. So it's a bit of a dorky metaphor, but I'm going to use it to explain my thought process. If I pull up paint here and we draw a, what do you call this, a batting field, a batting green. I'm not a sports guy, I wouldn't know, but we have Season 4 here that's trying to hit a home run and bring some points to its team, which is Diablo. And the bases that are loaded are going to help it bring in those points. Now, there's a few different things that might help it out today with this, and that is going to be the first and foremost is obvious one. We're going to get the obvious one out of the way that everyone's thinking, which is an I for itemization rework. The reason that people might come back to try the game, the first reason at least, is the itemization and the other reworks associated with. So Season 4 is bringing item reworks. We all know this. In fact, on May 2nd here, if I just show you guys this real quick, on May 2nd, there is going to be a developer update live stream, and this is different from the campfire chat. So there's campfire chats, then there's developer update live streams. And the developer update live stream isn't like the casual friendly one, like the campfire chat's more of a serious, here's the devs, we're going to give you an update on our thoughts, our changes, etc. And this is, of course, related to Season 4 with features, balance updates, and learnings from the public test round. So basically, their feedback on the feedback that they received with the public test round when it comes to this, in fact, itemization rework, the first example that we're talking about. So this would be the first one, okay? Well, base number 2, you might be thinking as competitors, for instance. People, attention span of people might be split at the moment. Well, Last Epoch is one of those. So if we say this one right here is Last Epoch, which is a phenomenal game, by the way, do recommend it. I have videos covering that. But Last Epoch's a good game, but it's been out a while. So people have played it, got to experience what it is, and are either waiting for updates at the moment, or you just have the hardcore people left still kind of playing and grinding it out. I myself like the game a lot, but I'm waiting for an update. So there is downtime with Last Epoch. Well, one of the other competitors over here is Path of Exile. So people might not be playing Last Epoch or Path of Exile at the moment because Last Epoch needs an update. And Path of Exile launched their league, but they had the worst retention of any league in the history of the game. Now, they did go back and fix that. They actually did an update that was quite good and brought some of the players back. But this league itself has also been out a while. So basically, because of these two competitors having some downtime right now, Season 4 is sort of up to bat for free right now. They get to throw out Season 4, and people might either, let's say you're someone who just doesn't like Diablo at all, you might actually be bored enough of the other games just to try it out because you have the itemization rework to take a look. This might pique your interest enough, and you've been playing the other games for long enough and there's nothing going on, that you actually have a moment free here to try out the itemization rework. So I think if Season 4 really, to keep going with my terrible metaphor here, I think if this really hits a home run, knocks this out of the park, then all of these different bases are loaded here, actually give it an opportunity to bring some players back. You can call it copium if you want, but that's how I see it currently. So this May 2nd update live stream is actually going to be pretty important, I would think, because it's going to tell us how much they took the feedback and how quickly they're able to change some of that feedback related. There was a pretty good amount of feedback related to some quality of life issues, as well as the masterworking, the pit, etc. So we're going to see what makes it through going into Season 4 live. So if you are actually curious at all about Season 4, you're probably going to want to watch this, a developer update. Also, other than the itemization sort of rework and the hell type reworks and etc., we don't really know what the major mechanic is outside of the pit. Maybe the addition of the pit is the Season 4 mechanic. They could announce something new. We'll have to wait and see. There was the whole Iron Wolves reputation system leak. Maybe they're going to announce that. But until this developer update live stream and until May 14th when we actually get Season 4 out, ARPGs are kind of in a little bit of a dry state. There's not a whole lot going on at the moment, so it's a little bit of downtime, which is, I think, part of the reason they're going to have a chance with this one. The vote that I've done on the polls is showing that people are actually willing to come back. Maybe this is a bit of a biased poll because it's a Diablo 4 audience, but I was surprising to see. Normally, when I ask these types of questions about, like, do you guys play it, it's pretty overwhelmingly no, but a lot of people seem to be willing to at least give it a shot and try it out. But that's kind of the important point. I think most people are willing to give it a try, and so it needs to feel good. The execution and the changes that they're going to be announcing here on May 2nd need to be good ones, because people are only going to give it a try. I don't think people are committed to like, hell yeah, I'm going to put 1,000 hours into it. People are, I would say, maybe cautiously optimistic, or cautiously will try it, but they're a little pessimistic. It's one or the other of it, so they're going to have to earn a large amount of the players back. To continue with this terrible metaphor, the things that could catch the ball and ruin the home run here would be bugs. If this is an incredibly buggy itemization issue, and there's tons of bugs related to it once the Season 4 comes out, if the balance is completely off and either all the mobs are one-shotting us or we are one-shotting all of the mobs, that could be a problem once again. And of course, the classic connection issues on a season launch. If they have lots of issues of people not being able to connect on the launch of it, that could do it as well. A great philosopher once said, you have one shot, one moment, don't you ever let it go. So I think this is their moment. This is their one shot here, and Mom Spaghetti, they got to nail it out of the park here. And I think that's sort of the situation they're in. If there's none of those issues that we had just talked about, then the people who are cautiously pessimistic might be more inclined to continue playing the game. If all of the optimization rework feels good, then maybe people are going to go all the way to level 100. And if the pit and the new boss system and the hell tides and all that feel good, maybe people are willing to grind the Ubers more. If they get all of those ducks in a row, the worlds and stars align type situation, it could be a pretty good season. But anyway, that's it. That's my theorem. We're going to find out come Season 4. I'm obviously going to be playing it and live streaming and doing all of those things that are required. You might see me disappear for a few days. I'm going to be honest, I've had kind of a rough week or two lately. I don't know why. Kind of anxiety and mentally wise, I kind of go like this sometimes. So I might try to take my first vacation. The only thing I've done outside of make videos over the past 5 years, I looked and I've done like 2,200 videos across all the channels over the last almost 6 years at this point. And the only thing I've done other than that was go to TwitchCon. So I'm kind of debating sitting on some sand for like 4 days and getting my hair out of all of these garbage fast food cups that are surrounding me that are very conveniently placed off the camera. So with that being said, if you see me disappear for a few days, I will be back. Really appreciate you guys over the last year and put me in a situation where I can even consider doing that type of thing. Actually, it means a lot. So love you all, and I will see you on the next one.